Sadio Mané is one of the few football superstars whose life story sounds like a legend, yet every part of it is real. Born in the small village of Bambali in Senegal, he rose from dusty village fields to world football's biggest stages. But despite becoming one of the highest-paid African players in history, Mané never allowed fame or wealth to change who he is at the core, a humble man devoted to family, faith, and helping his people. Today, Mané owns a beautiful modern mansion in Senegal, a home that symbolizes not luxury, but love. It stands proudly in his hometown, built not to show off riches, but to stay close to the community that raised him. Step inside his home, and you see something surprising. There are no flashy sports cars lined up. No extravagant displays of gold or designer collections. Instead, his mansion speaks quietly: clean design, warm colors, peaceful spaces, and rooms filled with family, laughter, and memories. For Mané, the true wealth of life comes not from what you own, but from how much you can give. Even as a global superstar, he returns to Senegal often, choosing to stay in the place where his story began. His mansion is surrounded by the same landscapes he grew up in: the narrow roads, the open fields, the simple markets. Yet now, many of those surroundings have changed because of him. Schools, hospitals, and essential buildings now stand in Bambali because of Mané's kindness. He has invested millions into transforming the lives of people around him. Inside his mansion, daily life is calm and grounded. Unlike many players who surround themselves with assistants and security teams, Mané prefers a small circle: his closest family members, lifelong friends, and trusted people from his village. When he wakes up in the morning, he often begins the day with prayer. His faith is central to his life and shapes everything he does. It reminds him of where he came from and keeps him from slipping into the distractions of fame. After breakfast, he spends time with the kids in the village, sometimes joining them for a quick kick around on the dusty pitches. To them, he's not just a superstar, he's their big brother, their mentor, and their inspiration. Many kids dream of becoming the next Sadio Mané, not only because of his skills, but because of his heart. His mansion also includes a quiet room dedicated to meditation and reflection. Mané believes in peace of mind, staying grounded, and keeping a balanced life. Despite earning more money than he ever dreamed possible, he refuses to live a life of waste. In interviews, he famously said, "Why would I want 10 Ferraris or 20 diamond watches? I don't need that. My people need education, hospitals, and basic support." And he lives by those words every single day. Over the years, Mané has funded the construction of a hospital in Bambali, equipped with maternity care, emergency units, and vital medical services. Before this hospital existed, people had to travel long distances for treatment, something many could not afford. He also rebuilt the local school, hired qualified teachers, and provided students with laptops and essential learning tools. On top of that, he supports local families with monthly allowances, ensuring that no child goes hungry or drops out of school because of money. But for Mané, charity is not something he does for cameras or headlines. In fact, most of his donations were unknown until his village leaders revealed them. His belief is simple: do good and don't talk about it. He carries the same humility inside his home. His mansion is often filled with relatives, uncles, cousins, and childhood friends who visit freely. There is no celebrity distance. He eats the same meals as everyone else, enjoys simple homemade dishes, and loves spending his evenings sharing stories with the people who were with him long before the world knew his name. In many ways, his mansion represents a man who remembers every step of his journey. From running barefoot through the village streets to becoming a Champions League winner, Mané knows how far he has come. Yet he chooses to remain close to the ground, walking the same roads he walked as a child. His approach to wealth is unique. He invests in people more than in possessions. He funds community projects, water systems, schools, and even supports local businesses. To him, success means lifting others up, not living above them. But despite his quiet lifestyle, Mané's competitive spirit remains as sharp as ever. In his mansion, there is a small gym where he trains daily. Even during off-seasons, he keeps a strict fitness routine. Discipline drives him, whether in football, life, or charity. He believes that consistency creates excellence, and that mindset is reflected everywhere in his home. Friends say that Mané's greatest joy